All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast 758. I'm your host, Cheapy here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who also wants you to suck his tongue, Wombat.
I am a man of peace, a worldly man of peace. So yeah, that checks.
That's what they want.
That's how they roll.
Is that something you're not supposed to say to kids?
I want to, unless you're being like Dracula. I want to suck your tongue. In that context,
is that what Dracula says?
Yes, in that context, I think it would be okay. I think nobody would have a problem with that.
Anybody to suck your tongue before?
Of course.
Okay,
when I'm
just checking. I just want to make sure you have as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say no. But, just saying.
Right. Yeah, let's not talk about that at all.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if there's a conversation for the show.
I need to know one thing though, because I heard Howard talking about it. The kid didn't actually suck his tongue, right?
I don't know.
We don't know. Nobody knows.
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea.
I think not. Obviously not. If the kid actually sucked the Dalai Lama's tongue, that's another level of just saying "suck my tongue."
I honestly don't know.
He did not. The chat says he did not. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure on Howard they sort of implied that there was actual tongue suckage. That's anyway. Welcome to the show, everybody. Spring break. We're here.
Mm-hmm.
We're on break. Are you working, Wombat, or are you not working?
The only day I took off is Friday of this week.
Oh, is there something happening in Fortnite on Friday, or?
No, we're gonna go see the Super Mario Brothers movie on Friday morning.
That's a party.
And then we're going for a hike in the preserve.
Don't say which preserve, because someone might be waiting for you in the bushes.
I mean, if someone wants to join me, even if they were waiting in the bushes at the preserve, I welcome it.
What if they had a knife?
I mean, I'll have my binoculars, so I'll be prepared for a fight.
You'll see them coming, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you're going to throw the binoculars at them.
I could use the binoculars like a Jackie Chan style.
Binoculars they would give you enough head start. Like you're just constantly looking to make sure that you have a good 200-yard head start if they were to come at you.
No, I think Wombat can wield it it could make a good weapon. They're heavy. And you have the strap, but the strap these days probably not sturdy enough to swing.
Are
they old school binoculars, like from the 70s or 80s?
No, but they're quality.
Because those you could take out a person with easy.
Probably.
Nothing that's made today you could actually really take out a person with. I feel, except guns.
You feel.
I mean, weapons you can obviously, but you know what I mean.
I do.
Everything's shit now. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome to the show. We have a big update to give because Ship's been a fantastic 18 hours in New York.
That sounds about right. Yes.
Yeah.
I took a quick stop in Turks and Caicos on my way there. And
right.
How was that?
Turks and Caicos is great. I recommend it. They have beaches and shade, lots of shade that you can sit under. No, it was good. We went to the whole family went to a all-inclusive type resort.
Nice. I like those.
With these, Wombat?
I am the biggest fan of the all-inclusive. I live for the all-inclusive.
You must be like their devil customer of those. I don't know. I just feel like
why?
Feel it's not.
I'm like the most easygoing guy.
I don't believe that at all.
100%. I guarantee it.
I feel like when you're in customer mode, though, like service me mode, you could be demanding.
No, because that's the whole point of the all-inclusive is that there's
no service.
You don't care. It's not that there's no service. You don't care if they bring you.
Is that because you're drunk?
And they also don't care. It's like, let's say you go.
Let me know what all-inclusives you've been to, because I'm not sure.
Where nobody cares. The customers don't care, and the people working there don't care.
It's not that
club, I don't give a shit. I went there when I was in my 20s.
No, it's just that there's an easygoing feel to an all-inclusive. Like you go to dinner. Let's say you go to dinner and you say to the waiter, like, what do you recommend? The salmon or the steak? And the waiter at an all-inclusive will be like, you know what? I'll bring you one to eat.
Hey, man, I don't give two shits.
At a good all-inclusive, the waiter will be like, you know what? I'll bring you both.
Don't you be asking me these jerky questions.
Okay, whatever. I'm done. Goodbye. I'm trying to explain, but you don't want to. You just.
There's no reasonable explanation.
There is 100% reason.
Okay. I understand your
Chip's got it.
Yeah.
I just talked over
bring it all.
Yeah. Basically, and they're like, "Of course we will. Here's one of everything."
But what if they don't bring enough? Then you tell them to bring more.
They'll always bring enough. They'll give you. You could go. We were at an all-inclusive.
They're used to that type of thing.
We were at an all-inclusive, and my son was eating bacon for breakfast, and he said to the waiter, "The bacon is so good," and the waiter came back with a bread basket full of bacon.
That's a lot of bacon.
And that was unasked.
Right.
But I'm saying like that's
pretty
the
much
difference
unasked.
between pretty much unasked. But that's the difference between an all-inclusive.
Hey, I wonder if they have bacon here.
Yeah.
Hey, honey, do you think they have bacon here? Sorry.
You don't get it.
I get it. I understand. I don't. The problem with you've been on cruises before or no?
No, I don't.
But why don't you like the cruise? I'd like to hear it.
Because it's too confined.
Have you been on a cruise?
No, but I don't want to go on one.
But it's an all-inclusive thing, though.
I don't want to be on one either, though.
Well, now because of the disease thing, I understand that.
I would much rather go to the Mohonk Mountain House.
Okay.
Where they have 4-star chefs in the all-inclusive, and then when I eat my giant breakfast, I could go for a nice 2-3 mile hike.
The cruise is cheaper, though. The cruise is cheaper than
cruise might be cheaper than Mohonk, but I'm just saying. You're asking what I prefer.
Yes.
You're not going to beat that.
But you hadn't been on a cruise yet, so you haven't had the cruise experience. Have you, Ship? Ever?
No, because I don't want to have the cruise experience.
Well, I understand now.
We're simpatico here.
But is that before the whole diseases?
Too.
You never wanted to do it, even when you were younger, like in your 20s or anything.
If I'm on vacation, I want to be able to do what I want to do. Like I don't want any boundaries for when I'm on vacation. Like,
I hate
a used
schedules?
A used video game store on this?
No,
on
but
this
you
ship?
can theoretically pull into
like
a port of call. I think St. Martin has a lot of great video game stores.
You know what the best part of an all-inclusive is also? No one's handing you a bill while you're on vacation.
That's how the cruise is like that too. Until the end.
You just go to a restaurant, you eat your food. When you're done, you get up and leave. You leave a tip because you're not an asshole. But generally speaking, there's no bill.
You guys aren't gamblers either. Cruises have a big draw to gamblers and overeaters.
I'm not. I eat appropriately. Like I go to the meals. It's like it wasn't super hot. Like it was like a high of 80 every day, right? Like it was like 70 to 80 degrees.
That's good. That's what you want.
Time. Yeah, it was great. I was the only one in the family that didn't get sunburnt in some fashion because
I saw that.
I'm the
pro.
Was it all inclusive booze at this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Some places don't do all inclusive booze.
I still don't want to go to any of these all inclusives you're talking about. No, it was all inclusive. And then we did some like side excursions too that were extras. Like we did a clear bottom kayak tour where we went out into some like mangroves area and there were sea turtles that would like pop up right next to you and swim underneath your boat, and sharks and all kinds of that stuff.
They didn't have that technology when I was there. The glass bottom kayak technology.
Mm-hmm.
That's like some Star Trek 4 shit. Transparent
That's
aluminum.
What I felt like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good.
How do you know he didn't invent that?
Shipwreck?
It's a Star Trek 4 joke.
Oh.
You brought it up. Never mind.
Oh, right. I haven't seen that in a while. That's what yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Just try
But then I stopped our flight on the way back.
Computer. Sorry, I'm talking into my mouse.
That's okay. Shipwreck's talking about fighting the nuclear vessels. You were saying?
My flight on the way back just happened to be coming through JFK.
Yes.
With an overnight stay. So Cheapy graciously invited us over and or he came and picked us up. I don't remember if he was like, yes, I'll come pick you up or not.
I think I asked. Of course I was.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was self-serving in a way because I had just dropped off Mrs. Cheapy and Ty at the airport on their way to Japan in the morning. And I get like traveler's anxiety when they go places and I don't. So it was nice to have, not an empty house and activities to do. And we did activities.
We did.
And we met up with Wombat. First, we met up at Wombat at the dim sum place in Little Neck.
That was a good time. I had a good time, at least. I don't know about you.
Everybody had a good time, I think.
That's good.
Good time was had by all, as the saying goes.
That's nice.
What did you? I took these guys to Northern Manor, which is one of these cart dim sum places. Which
authentic.
Which is there's not that many of those anymore because I don't know. I think not a lot of whiteys go there in general. So yeah, we got one of the big tables with the Lazy Susan that you love to get.
I do like the Lazy Susan. And
they have the aquariums with all the crabs, which the kids love.
And the weird giant fish that I've never seen anyone eat.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like one fish in the crab tank. Mm-hmm. And we're like, that's not going to be good. But and then we went to the Museum of Moving Image.
Which I did not join you for.
Why not? You don't like a nice museum?
It was a weird day. But anyway, you go ahead with your stuff.
You shit your pants during the lunch?
I did. I shit my pants during lunch. And I was like, you know what?
Time to make a hasty retreat.
Like the smell doesn't bother me, but I don't want to bother everyone else with it.
Yes. That would have been quite of a bother.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, did your kids enjoy the museum, Ship? And you've been there before.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've been there before. But yeah, it's got the Jim Henson exhibit that has all kinds of Muppets and Fraggle Rock and Dark Crystal and everything Jim Henson, Sesame Street. And so that's all cool. It also had is it Leica? Leica? How do you pronounce that, Wombat? You probably know this.
The Studio Leica? Leica?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You pronounce it
Liquor, I believe. Liquor. So. Liquor.
The studio that did Coraline and Kubo and the Two Strings. So they had a lot of the puppets that they made the movie with there. And
they're bigger than you think they're going to be, right?
No.
Or have you seen them before? So you were like, no,
I've not seen them before, but I didn't have I figured they were somewhat in the size that they were. They're about like
30 feet
18
tall.
inches, 18 inches tall or so.
Yeah, they're over a foot tall. I always thought they were like 6 inches. So, which is an adequate size, mind you. But
stop it. I knew you couldn't wait to get a dick joke in there.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking that.
So we've been watching a lot of Fraggle Rock and Muppet shows now, which there's a new Muppet show coming out soon on Disney. About it's
the band.
It's about the band Electric Mayhem.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dr. Teeth.
And them making an album. It's a series about them making an album.
It's probably funny-ish.
Yeah, could be.
I always get emotional when I go through that exhibit because I watched so much Muppets growing up. And all the other
I rewatched
and the Fraggle Rock.
I rewatched some Muppet Show stuff on Disney Plus like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, they have the collection on there?
Yeah, they have the whole thing.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I didn't know that.
We watched the Don Knotts episode.
Oh my God, I would watch
the Harry Belafonte one is probably the best one, like of all time. I'm going to say Harry Belafonte and the Muppets is the best of all time. But the Kenny Rogers one isn't bad either. He sings the Gambler with like these old Muppets that were made just for that.
I remember that. I think I've seen like almost all of them. It's
cool. Those Muppets that they use for that are like bananas.
They were making music videos really before music videos, except they were with puppets, and makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I thought the cool thing about that, I always think the coolest thing about that exhibit is it shows like Jim Henson stuff before he did the stuff that and a lot of it was just commercials.
The Wilkinson's coffee commercials?
So many. Like aspirin. He made like experimental like commercials for Buffrin aspirin, and they're like so trippy, and it's just it's crazy. Anyway, it's a good museum if you need like an hour and
his agent at the time when he did those commercials was Bernie Brillstein from Brillstein Gray. He's he was very famous. He's passed away. He started a lot of comedians, and one of them was Jim Henson. And what he used to do is he would get the commercial breakdowns because they would show up every morning. That's how it would work in the day. You'd walk into work and there'd be in your agent office, there'd be like a sheet that said, these are auditions going on today. Send your people that are right for X, Y, and Z. And whether they were right or whether it didn't matter what they were asking for the commercial, it could be housewife, 35 years old. He would send Jim Henson to everything.
It's like AI taking our jobs.
Yeah, and Jim Henson would show up and he with a Muppet to these commercials where they were looking for a housewife, and he would do his thing. And
this
that's
is a
how
lot more interesting than having some housewife.
And that's how he got the coffee commercials. Was doing that. Like it wasn't. They weren't looking for Jim Henson.
Have you been to that exhibit?
No.
Oh, you gotta go. I
read the Bernie Brillstein book, so
you gotta go. It's Emmett Otter is there.
I do love me some Emmett Otter.
You can get like right up to Emmett Otter.
Yeah, it's great. I can't believe you've never seen that. Yeah. Like, what are you waiting for? It's right by your house.
I mean, sorta.
Close enough. Not far. Close enough. Less than an hour.
It's closer than your house.
Less than an hour.
I've been there twice. I've been there 500
times. I'm in the collection. I'm in the museum collection with my unboxing PS4 video. Dumbass video.
I just renewed my zoo membership. I got to go there again first.
Zoo. I think that's the same.
They've got some like wax figure type props from like The Exorcist too. The kids really like those.
Yeah, I always forget about that. I always forget about the
horror section. Yeah, like the whole horror section where you just come around and you're like, oh, okay.
You literally turn a corner and there's the legs from Black Swan. They're all all cut up and The Exorcist stuff. It's just right. There's no warning or anything.
Oddly, yeah, but my kids would love that. So that's the difference.
Take them.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my kids weren't freaking out about it. It was just like me moving them along. Like, okay, we don't need to be looking at this stuff. We don't need to form your opinion of this right now. Let's go look at some Muppets.
Right.
And Chewbacca's head.
Right. I'm going to have 3 different house guests in the week that my family is in Japan. I might set the world record for just 1 week while your family is away. I had a friend in town on Monday night or Sunday night. Oh, Monday night. We went to the Met game. Guess what type of people are at a Met game on a Monday night this week? Wombat will get it. Go ahead.
Is it a Monday night this week?
This week is the key. This week is the key factor to that.
Well, it's spring break for all the public schools.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a lot of kids.
Yep. There's a specific type of kid.
A specific type of kid.
I'll give you a hint.
Give me a hint.
A lot of them are wearing beanies.
I mean, it's Orthodox Jews,
yes,
right? Yeah.
Yes.
My wife said that was the zoo when she went this week also.
Yes. It was a lot. And I found out my friend who was staying with me is very Jewish. He's been to Israel like literally 60 times. So he explained to me that, a lot of these families are pretty big and it's a reasonably priced night out if you have like 4 or 5 or 6 kids. He has 4 kids. It's like $15 a ticket and the place is half empty anyway. And they have kosher food there. There's one kosher food stand in the entire city field. So of course, like you're gonna wait like a half an hour for a kosher hot dog. But so we're there at the game, and I'm smelling weed just constantly through the like just nonstop. Not just like one blast of a vaporizer or something, just like a doink being smoked. And when that one was done, another one.
Doink.
A doink. And when that one went out, another one lit up, pretty much right away.
Wow. Like doinks everywhere.
And my friend, I know, like my friend who I was at the game with and who was with his family, his giant fucking family, I know that his family caught him.
So the whole family stayed at your house?
No, just him.
Oh, okay.
His family caught him like smoking. His kids caught him smoking weed, like smelled it on him. So they know what weed smells like. So I know it's like super uncomfortable for him. And like, it's just not stopping. So I'm turning around. I'm trying to find it. Like I figure I can find it. It's very windy. It really could be coming from anywhere. But after looking around for like 10 minutes, I finally see 3 guys in the last row smoking. and they're Orthodox Jews. I see like what's the thing that hangs through the clothes? The little towel thing on the bottom?
Yeah, the talus.
No.
Talus.
No.
Phallus.
No, it's like the Cecilias or something. No, it's wrong. I even asked my friend what it was called, and he told me, and I forgot. Okay. But anyway, who knew? They love it in the last row. And it seems like Citi Field, like they're fine with you just smoking weed there, apparently.
I was going to say, but isn't there like no smoking, generally speaking?
Definitely. Okay. Definitely.
So you shouldn't be allowed to smoke anything.
Anywhere. Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Inside. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Religious freedom.
I don't think that's it.
Right.
You can't just smoke in there.
I feel like
they would just,
but they did.
Just didn't care.
I mean, I left at like the seventh inning. We left at the seventh inning, and they did not.
Wow, that's a stretch.
Where's my doink?
Shipwreck liked that one.
No, he didn't. He died inside a little.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
I feel like, like these stadiums, like what does Citi Field hold? Like 55,000 people, something like that?
Yeah,
50,
like the population of London.
And half of it was empty. There was entire sections in the top section that were just empty. Like literally, you could have the whole section to yourself. I mean, maybe someone will come tell you to stop, but I don't know. Nobody was stopping these guys. Anyway,
fair enough.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice walking around Citi Field.
I bet. I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah. What else? I've been very busy at the table tennis club teaching spring break camp, where I met the girl with the worst hand-eye coordination I've ever seen in my entire life, who could literally not make contact with the table tennis ball, like not hit it. And just
how old was she?
Like 11 or like significant to where I was wondering, like, does she have a vision problem or something? Because it's one thing to get the ball back on the table in the right spot. It's another thing to just miss after like 30 balls and just miss every one of them. It's like, I've never seen that before. I've been through a lot of kids in groups training like this. Just never seen it before. So I told her, I said, look, forget about the table. Forget about the net. Forget about me. Forget about everything. Just watch the ball. And when it comes to you, just hit it. I don't care where it goes. Just hit the ball. Make contact with the ball. And she was able to do that eventually. By the end of the day, it was from 10:30 to 4 o'clock. By the end of the day, she was able to get 5 in a row contact. No, nothing. Not one of them landed on the table. Not one. Not a single one. But I came back today at the end of the day, and the coach was working with her, and she looked like almost, I mean, not great, but she was able to rally. And I was like, wow, look at that. I thought she would just give up after, because like if you do something and you're just extraordinarily bad at it, it's pretty discouraging.
Yeah, it's called life.
Well, so then you stop doing that thing, right? Like, it's like, oh, this makes me feel stupid. Like when I was taking Japanese classes in Japan, I was like, boy, these kids are a lot smarter than me. This is very discouraging. I'm just going to stop taking these classes. But she came back and persevered. Victory. It's very satisfying and time killing to teach these kids where I'm not missing my family. It's working out very well.
Nice.
I have a very good symbiotic relationship with this table tennis club.
We've noticed.
Yes. Should we? And I'm getting Egyptian food tomorrow night.
Ooh, I don't think I've ever had Egyptian food.
Have you even met an Egyptian person before? Think about it.
I might have.
I mean, like have like a substantial conversation with one.
I don't know.
Maybe you bumped into one on the street and were like, hey.
Out of my way, Egyptian.
Right. It's interesting. They have, I don't know, at least this one has a very interesting personality.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Anyway, I'll report back next week how that Egyptian food was.
Look forward to it.
Let's do some show feedback.
Sure. Idiot Man 09 says uncontrollable laughter from this episode, fellas. The AI movie quotes were hilarious. So
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes.
I put a lot of effort into it.
I know. Did you do any more?
No.
Okay.
I'm busy. I'm keeping myself too busy. The last thing I want to do is being sitting here and spending hours fucking with the voice cloning thing.
That's fair.
I need to be busy and active. I went to the gym this morning, and meanwhile, all the girls, the college girls are back for spring break, and most of them can lift heavier weights than me. they all have big asses now because they know, like, the strength training for asses is just available on YouTube for anybody, right?
Well,
and it's just like, it's a thing. Like, the girls want big, strong asses, and
guys don't make passes at girls with small asses.
That's not true at all. I think it's glasses, what you're thinking of.
Oh,
I know you might. I understand the confusion.
I do get confused easily.
And this is the first time this has ever. I've actually taken a year's worth of Orange Theory classes, over a year's worth of Orange Theory classes, and 366 or 7 now. And I've never had a class where I went to go try to get a heavy weight for something, and like I was struggling to find one because it was all the women. And there was one woman who was like 6'2". I was like, shit, I'm not going to even watch what these girls are doing. It's just going to make me feel bad. But I'm keeping active. And I went, thank you. Anyway, what else?
Amtrak Track had to say, holy shit. I used to watch CAGcast ages ago. Never saw the video feed. I don't understand how you can watch. I don't know what that sentence means.
Right. He meant listen. He meant listen. He's like, he's probably watching another video while he's typing this.
I know, it's fine. Wombat looks exactly like what I thought. Shit. So clearly, I look like shit. Which
the tone,
I do.
Well, depends on the tone. You could say Wombat looks exactly like what I thought. Shit. No, shit. Shit.
Yeah.
I guess it's, pretty much he thinks you look like shit.
I look like shit. I know.
You need a haircut.
I do need
I think we can all agree on that.
Well, my barber closed. And I'm like in between.
There's a good joke
barbers.
in there. There's a good joke in there. I see why. I can see why.
And I just haven't, like, I don't know. Like, there's a place that everyone recommends, but they're closed on Saturdays. And I'm like, ugh, this is like a pain.
Right.
Great clips.
Yeah.
Is it Great Clips?
Sports Clips.
Sports Clips.
Yeah. It was Sports Clips, but there was like a lady there that I liked, and she knew me. And when I walked
your Sports Clips closed?
Yep.
I thought you were like actually going to like a local barber shop or something.
Well, no,
you can find another.
It's just local Sports Clips.
No, there isn't one. There isn't another one on Long Island. That's the problem.
They probably closed down a lot of them during
not have
COVID.
Great Clips?
I don't think so.
I'd probably have a coupon.
It doesn't matter. I just like the person who cut my hair. She was nice. I think she ran the place. It was her place. I kind of feel bad that she's gone. It was her franchise. She was a nice lady, and she would cut my hair, come in, she'd say hi, and and I didn't have to like go through the whole rigmarole of what I wanted.
Yeah,
because it's in the computer.
Well, I understand that, but also there was more to it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Another job lost to AI.
Pretty much. But anyway, yeah, there's that. And Snake Pond had to say that, God, I love AI Wombat. So congratulations on your AI Wombat stuff. People really like it.
Excellent. Good. The movie quote game was fun. It was much easier. I was thinking, like, it's kind of hard to write funny lines for you to say, because the obvious thing is to make you say like jerky things, like you like Tucker Carlson, or you're looking for a hot penis or something like that. Too hacky. Might as well just make up a fun game show.
Yes, it's smart. Good job.